Okay, so if we recall our previous session, then we have discussed about logarithmic decrement, right? Which is
Huh.
generally indicated by delta. So delta is equals to natural log of two successive amplitudes, means xn divided by xn plus 1, right? If you are taking ratio of more than one cycle amplitudes, then we need to consider 1 by number of cycles, natural log of fn plus amplitude after number of cycles, xn plus t, right? So this is what we discussed, and this is also equals to 2 zeta 2 pi zeta. Let me, it's a 2 pi zeta. This is what we derived in previous session. 2 pi zeta divided by square root 1 minus zeta square, right? So these two equations we derived in previous session. So today what we'll do, we'll try to solve numericals based on this equation and previously derived equations. So I'm just giving you problem definition. A solid mass of 12 kg, a solid mass of 12 kg is mounted on two slab of isolators, is mounted on two slabs of isolator. First, natural rubber of stiffness, means two isolator pairs are used. In that, first rubber pair having stiffness, or the name of that material is natural rubber, and the property is given for this first material, that is K is 3200 Newton per meter, right? And damping constant of that rubber material is given as 110 Newton second per meter, right? And one another isolator material is used, which is felt material. This is natural rubber. Second material is felt material. So property of this material is also given. K is equals to 12,800 Newton per meter, and C is 330 Newton second per meter, right? So let me call, suppose for natural rubber I use suffix 1, so K1 C1, this is felt material, then suffix 2, then K2 C2, right? Now, so it is asked to find out undamped and damped natural frequency. We are asked to find out undamped natural frequency and second is damped natural frequency. Damped natural frequency. So undamped natural frequency is without damper natural frequency, and damped natural frequency is omega d, right? So this much information is given. Now let me represent this system physically. Then mass is of 12 kg. So let us consider one rectangle to represent mass of 12 kg. So this mass is resting on two materials. One is rubber. So suppose natural rubber, and second is filled material. It is this mass 12 kg is kept on two materials, right? So this information is for this material, and the second information, this is for this material, right? And then these two are grounded. So on ground, two materials are kept, and on these two material, one mass is kept, right? Okay. So let us try to draw a mathematical model for this first of all. So first of all, this mass is represented by same rectangle, suppose, of 12 kg, and then these two are having their stiffness and damping property. So we can indicate these two by two springs and two dampers, right? And these two are in series connection, right? They are kept one over other. So first is natural rubber, then stiffness of that natural rubber I'm indicating by one spring, and damping by one damper, right? Then this filled material is also I am representing by one spring and one damper, and then we have ground, right? Now this is mathematical model. Now what we can do, we can represent this entire system by single spring mass damp system. So I need to find out equivalent stiffness of these two springs. Now if two springs are connected in series, then K equivalent is equals to, it is nothing but 1 by K equivalent is equals to 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2, right?
Yep.
We have derived this. Similarly, I need to also represent this damper by a single damper. Then I need to find out equivalent damping constant for the C1 and C2. So same method, 1 by C equivalent is equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Now I have both the details. This K1, K2 is known and C1, C2 is known. So we can find out C equivalent and K equivalent, right? So suppose equivalent stiffness K equivalent, after solving this means 1 by 3200 plus 1 by 12800, right? And if we find out K equivalent, then we get K equivalent is equals to 2560 newtons into meter, right? Similarly, C equivalent, so just put value, C1 is 110, C2 330, and if you find out C equivalent, then C equivalent will get 82.5 newtons seconds per meter, right? So these are the values. Fine. Now what is asked, we need to find out undamped natural frequency, means our omega n. Now what we have done here, we have changed this system which is having two spring and two damper by single spring and single damper. So suppose if I again draw system, then mass is only 1. So we have not found here equivalent mass. So mass is only 12 kg as it is. But instead of two spring and two damper, now we are representing those by single spring and single damper, right? So damping constant is 82.5, which is found here, and spring equivalent spring constant is 2560, right? Now if single spring mass damp system, then what is the equation of natural frequency in radian per second? Janish, will you tell?
So, sir,
What is equation of natural frequency in radian per second for single spring mass system?
રેડિયન પર સેકન્ડમાં
હા
2 દિવસ પહેલા કર્યું હતું ને
હા
2 ઇન્ટુ શું હતું
it is on screen now.
अच्छा k इक्विवेलेंट अपन m इक्विवेलेंट
K equivalent divided by m equivalent square root, right? This is the equation for natural frequency for any spring mass system. Fine. So we have both the values. So just put here and find
સર તો
value in
2 દિવસ
radian.
પહેલા કરેલી તે નેચરલ ફ્રીક્વન્સી ની શું હતું
Which one?
આપણે લાસ્ટ હમણાં જે ડિરાઈવ કર્યું હતું ફ્રાઈડે કે થર્સડે
On Friday.
ફ્રાઈડે
Yeah, that is for stiffness.
હા સ્ટીફનેસ માં તો
Sorry. That is not for stiffness. That is for a critical damping constant.
अच्छा हाँ
It
हाँ
is
हाँ
Cc is equals to 2 square root km
km ओके ओके
or 2 times k omega n.
ओके ओके सर
Right? Fine. So this is what the natural frequency equation for any spring mass system. Just put these two values and find out answer. So we'll get here 14.6 radian per second. Right? So this is what our first answer. Undamped natural frequency. Right? So we got here so here this is called undamped natural frequency. Now second we want to find out damped natural frequency, means omega d. Now what is equation of damped natural frequency? Damped natural frequency. Do you remember this? Equation of omega d.
एक मिनट
The
सर
square root 1 minus zeta square into omega n.
ओ माय गॉड
Right?
यस सर
So we have omega n, but we need to find out zeta. Now what is zeta? Zeta is equals to C by Cc. What is C? C is our C equivalent, which we have calculated already, which is 82.5. What is Cc? For Cc we have this equation. So let us put here 2 square root K equivalent is 2560 multiplied with mass. Mass is 12 kg. And its square root. Then it is multiplied with 2. Right? Fine. So if you solve this and if you put here, so Janice, just try to calculate what you are getting as a Cc. If you solve this, then
2 upon root
no 2 into square root. In square root we have 2560 into 12.
सर ऊपर 2560 into 12
Then it's square root.
$175.27
175.27, right? And into multiply with 2.
350.54
Yeah. So 350.54. So if we round off this, then we can say it's a 351, right?
Yep.
351 Newton second per meter. Unit is important, right? So now if you put this here, as a denominator 351, then zeta you will get point
0.23.
0.23 and 5, right?
Fine. Okay, answer.
Yeah, and this is unitless because C by C both are having same unit, so this term is unitless. This is called as damping ratio, right? Fine. Now just put here square root 1 minus zeta square. Zeta is 0.235 square, right? This
0.76.
0.76 into omega n
Zeta square. एक मिनट zeta square છે.
into omega n. Omega n is 14.6. First of all, just take square of this, subtract this term from 1, take its square root, and then multiply with 14.6.
$13.8.
13.8, which I am getting 14.19. So it is nearby, right? Fine. So this is
Yep.
what we got, omega d and omega n. Clear? So this one is the simplest problem. Now, let me give you one straight away information and we'll try to solve that problem. It is very simple. All the details are given. It is given that a vibrating system is having following parameters. And following parameters, we have mass 3 kg, then K 100 newtons into meter, and C 3 newtons second per meter, right? So this many information is given. Now it is asked to find out first damping factor. Damping factor. So damping factor and damping ratio both are same, right? Please remember this.
Yep.
Damping factor and damping ratio both are same. So zeta is to be find out. Second, natural frequency of damp vibration. Natural frequency of frequency of damped vibration. So that is what omega d, natural frequency of damped vibration. If it is asked that natural frequency of undamped vibration, then only omega n, right? Then third, logarithmic decrement. Find out logarithmic decrement, which is indicated by delta. Fourth, ratio of two successive amplitude. Ratio of two successive amplitude means x1 by x2. Ratio of two successive amplitude. Ratio of two successive amplitudes, right? And 5, number of cycles after which original amplitude is reduced to 20%. Numbers of cycles after which original amplitude reduced by 20%. Ordinal amplitude means first amplitude. Means x1 is reduced by 20%. So x1 is reduced by 20% means 0.2 times x1. This much of reduction, then how many cycles are to be performed for 20% reduction? Right, Janish? So this many
Yes, sir.
information is given. Just try to solve as many as you can. Means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things are given. 5 things are to be find out. So just first of all go for damping factor. Suppose zeta.
C upon CC.
Yeah, zeta is C upon Cc, right? So this is equals to C by Cc. Now C we have C here,
Yes.
right?
CC
What is
find current,
Cc?
sir. Root under 2 under root km.
Yeah. So for Cc you need to go for 2 square root km. We have both. We have km, k
Yes,
and
sir.
m. So just find out how much you are getting. This is 3.
17 point. एक minute ना sir. 7 to 34.64.
34.64. So that you got as a Cc, right?
Yes, sir.
So Cc we are getting 34.64 and unit is Newton second per meter. Now just put here 3 divided by
0.0866.
34.64. So we get here 0.086, right? Sorry,
Sir,
not
मैं
this. We get
zeta ની
zeta.
value કહું છું sir.
Yeah, zeta. We get here zeta, which is here. So we get here first answer. So zeta is equals to C by Cc. C is already given 3 Newton second per meter, and Cc we got 34.64. So here we got 34.64. Then Janish, as per your answer, we are getting 0.086, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, will you tell me if zeta is 0.086, then which type of system it is? Under damp, over damp, critical damp? Which type of system it is?
याद नहीं सर आज कंडीशन याद नहीं सर.
See, we discussed if zeta is less than 1, then under damp.
Under damp. Okay.
If zeta is equals to 1, then
Critical damping.
critically damped.
It's a critical loss.
Then zeta greater than 1, then this is under. Then now greater than 1, then is over damped.
Okay. So under
And if
damp.
zeta 0, then C is 0. That's why we're getting zeta 0. Then it is called as undamped. Means there is no damper. Right? Okay. So now can you tell which type of system it is?
Under damp.
Yeah. So this is under damped system. And that's why we are getting oscillation. So oscillations are only possible in undamped and underdamped system. In critical
Yes.
damp and overdamped system, there is no oscillation, right? Okay. Now next we need to find out natural frequency of damp vibration, omega d. Then how to find it? Omega d. First, we should write equation of omega d.
1 minus zeta square and root under.
Square root 1 minus zeta square into omega n, right? So zeta we already have. We need to find out now omega n. What is equation of omega n?
Root under k upon m.
Yes, square root k by m. We have k and m. 100 Newton into meter, that is k, and 3 kg is m. So now can we put here square root?
So 33.
100 by 3. Right? So just find out how much we are getting as a omega n.
Sir, total value कहूँ omega d 5.74 something sir.
Yeah. So omega d is 5.74. 0.75. What is radius of omega, unit of omega d?
Frequency of time.
What is unit of omega n, suppose?
per second.
Huh?
Radian per second.
Yes, that is radian per second.
અને zeta is
હા, તો zeta તો
radian per
યુનિટ જ
second.
નથી, તો ઓમેગા ડી
હા
બી
તો
એમ જ
radian
આવશે.
per second જ.
Fine. I think Karthik has joined us, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we got your omega d now. Fine. Now if I ask you to give omega d in hertz, then what to do?
રેડિયન્ટ ને તો કન્વર્ટ કરવું પડશે ને પહેલા એમાં
Yeah.
pi
So we
by
need to divide by 2 pi.
2 pi.
Right? So divide this by 2 pi. Then you get
Pi.
in hertz. Are you getting 0.92 hertz?
Divided by
Meaning of hertz is?
0.92.
Yeah. So meaning of hertz is cycles per second. Means એક સેકન્ડમાં એક સાયકલ પણ પૂરી નથી થતી, એવું મીનિંગ થયો આનો?
હા.
બરાબર? Okay. So we got second answer as well, natural frequency of damped vibration. Now next is logarithmic decrement we need to find. Means delta. So we need to find out now delta. Can you give equation of delta?
Two pi zeta by 1 plus zeta.
Right? 2 pi zeta by under root 1 minus zeta square. Now we have zeta.
Zeta
Here.
34.64 હતો.
Yes.
અરે, 0.86.
We have zeta 0.086. Just put here zeta value and solve this equation. So that will give you delta.
Divided by root under 1 minus whole square. Hmm. 0.548.
0.548, correct. So we are getting delta 0.54. I'm getting 23, so no problem. It's nearby. Okay, what is unit of delta? Is it has any unit?
Nah, sir.
Okay,
Unitless.
so this is unitless, right? So we got delta, which is logarithmic decrement. Now what is next to be find out? X by x2 ratio means ratio of two successive amplitude. That is called as x by x2 or x2 by x3 or x3 by x4, right? So that we need to find out. We have delta. What is delta actually? Natural log of two successive amplitude.
નહીં
Right?
સમજ પડી સર.
Yes.
શું કીધું સર તમે?
What is logarithmic decrement? Delta is equals to ln x1 by
ln.
x2.
હા.
બે ઇક્વેશન જોયા હતા? આ
ઓકે સર
ઇક્વેશન તો
સમજી ગયા.
derive
એટલે આનું
કરીશું.
એન્ટી-લોક કાઢવાનું છે ને?
Yes, we need to take anti-lock, right? So if you go to let me move to next page. So delta we have already calculated, which is 0.5423. So
The e raised to
0.5423. Now this equals to ln x1 by x2.
by x2. The sir is 1.730.
Yes, 1.730. So if you take log on both these sides, then this ln is what? Log base e. બરાબર?
એટલે સર આ બાજુ જતો રહેશે એટલે e raised to થઈ જશે ને?
e raised to delta થઈ જશે
હા
e raised to delta x1 by x2. Now e raised to delta, e is what?
1.7
1.7 થાય raised to
હા
this is this is 0.54, so take power 0.5423, right? And so if you find out this, then that is what x1 by x2. So x1 by x2 we are getting 1.72, correct?
હા
Okay. Now next, what is to be find out? Number of cycles after which original amplitude reduced by 20%. So original amplitude is suppose x1, then after reduction amplitude will be 0.2 times x1. Is it correct? We want to find out reduction of 20%. Means suppose પહેલા 5 mm હોય 5 mm ના 20% reduce થયું તો શું થાય? It multiply by
5 mm ના કેટલા
એવું કીધું છે કે ભાઈ પહેલો એમ્પ્લિટ્યુડ હતો એ 5 mm છે અને એ રિડ્યુસ થાય છે 20%. તો એ એની વેલ્યુ કેટલી વધી એ ફાઇન્ડ કરવું હોય તો 0.2 into 5 કરવું પડશે,
હા
બરાબર? તો એ જ વસ્તુ છે અહીંયા. જો સપોઝ if you consider initial amplitude on xt plot, then suppose this is the vibration, right? So initial amplitude, suppose I call this equals to x1. So આપણે શું find કરવાનું? Number of cycles. Suppose if you look here, this is one cycle, એક cycle પૂરી થઈ, peak to peak, second cycle, peak to peak, third cycle, peak to peak, fourth cycle, બરાબર? So we need to find out how many cycles body vibrates for reduction in amplitude by 20% of initial amplitude. Means reduction in amplitude means this is let me change this. Suppose if I draw one horizontal line from x1, then this is our initial amplitude. Initial amplitude is to be reduced by 20%. So suppose if I draw one another line which represents x2 amplitude, this is x2, right? So જે થયું એને શું કહેવાય? રિડક્શન કહેવાય એમ્પ્લિટ્યુડમાં, right? So this reduction is given as 20%. બરાબર? તો આટલા રિડક્શન માટે કેટલી સાયકલ્સ કવર થશે એ ફાઇન્ડ કરવાનું છે. So if I give delta equation delta, તો ડેલ્ટાનું પેલું જનરલ ઇક્વેશન હતું એ યાદ કરીએ તો આપણે અહીંયા શું આવશે? 1 by p ln x1 by xp. સપોઝ આપણે શું ફાઇન્ડ કરવું? નંબર ઓફ સાયકલ્સ ફાઇન્ડ કરવી છે. શેના માટે? નંબર ઓફ સાયકલ્સ. ઇનિશિયલ એમ્પ્લિટ્યુડ હોય એમાંથી રિડક્શન આપણે એટલે xp આપણે શું લેવું પડશે? રિડક્શન કેટલું કરવાનું છે ઇનિશિયલ એમ્પ્લિટ્યુડનું? 20%. તો 0.2 of x1 થાય xp,
હા
બરાબર? તો અહીંયા મૂકી દઈએ. ડેલ્ટા તો ઓલરેડી છે આપણા જોડે. લોગેરિથમિક ડિક્રીમેન્ટ કેટલો છે? 0.5423. હવે નંબર ઓફ સાયકલ્સ p ફાઇન્ડ કરવાનો છે. p stands for number of cycles, right? And this ln x1, value of x1 as it is. Now this x1 is to be reduced by 20%. Then I can say 0.2 times xp is equal to
x1.
0.2 times x1.
યસ સર
So x1 तो उड़ी गया. Now just find out p is equals to 1 by 0.5423 and take ln of 1 by 0.2, right? So just find 1 by 0.2, then take its ln and divide that by 0.5423. That will give you number of cycles.
2.96